Wishes and Dishes by Chef Miles. Glad to have you guys back. I know it's been a minute, but I'm finally back with a rocking meal. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make pizza today. Let's get right to it. All right, so for ingredients, and these are the ingredients for our dough, we're going to need 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of instant yeast, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We're gonna need 3/4 cup of warm water. We're also gonna need 1 teaspoon of cooking oil. For our toppings, the good thing about a homemade pizza, you can just play with it as you like. Have any ingredients you'd like, but for me, I like to have onions and green peppers. I also have grated up mozzarella and cheddar cheese. I also have some tomato paste mixed with tomato sauce. I also have some minced meat and also 2 sausages that you're gonna fry and chop up. And also on top of that, I'm gonna be adding a dash of cinnamon, garlic powder, some black pepper, and paprika for our topping. All right, so first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and sift our 2 cups of flour using a sieve. And this is just to go ahead and remove all lumps as we knead our dough. So this is just how you go about it till you're done with both cups of flour. Next, we're gonna add our warm water into a bowl. We'll then go ahead and add our salt to our already sifted flour. In the warm water, we'll just add our sugar and yeast and just mix this up. So once this is well mixed, we can now go ahead and add some cooking oil to our sifted flour. Just a tablespoon, or can even just measure with a cup. Yeah, just a bit of that. And then go ahead and add our mixture and just knead this with our hands for maybe around 5 to 10 minutes. It's actually quite a messy process, but the result is worth it. So we just go ahead and knead this. All right, so I'm just about done kneading my dough. As you can see, it's still actually quite sticky, and that's actually quite normal. That's how it should be. Yeah, it's a bit messy, but the process ends up being worthwhile. So there we go. We have our dough ready. And what we're gonna do now, we're gonna wrap this in cling film and just leave it for around 2 hours for the yeast to be activated. Alright, so as you can see, as we're progressing, our minced meat is looking like it's almost done. And also our sausages on the other pot are looking to be almost ready. You can just go ahead and turn off the heat. And this is actually ready now. All right, so it's already been 2 hours. We now have our dough here. I'm so sure the yeast has done its thing. We can now go ahead and just put some flour. Then just get our dough. You might find it all sticky and all, but that's actually quite normal. Don't worry about that. Let's just get our dough from there and onto our surface. And with a rolling pin, we can just go ahead and knead this. Right, so as you can see, we now have our dough on our baking tray, and I just decided to add a baking pepper just to prevent any sticking. With us here, we have our mixture of a tomato paste and our tomato sauce. Let's just go ahead and spread this across our dough. Yeah, just ensure you don't add too much of it so that the dough can actually sustain the weight of our toppings. So just a dash there, and this actually looks good to me. All right, so after adding our tomato mixture, here we have our minced meats that we had already fried. And don't forget, as we're doing all this, we can go ahead and just turn our oven on to around 280 degrees and just preheat the oven so that we can just go ahead and all we're going to be waiting for is our dough to rise. So we can add our minced meat there. And this is the goodness of a homemade pizza. You can do as you please. So I have that ready. I have the sausage pieces after I chopped them up. Doesn't that look good? Looks so good. And just go ahead and add a bit of our minced meat on the side and just spread our sausages all through. Next, we can go ahead and add our green peppers. Just spread those around. And also just remember, we don't want this to be too dense so that our dough can actually support the weight of our toppings. Then go ahead and spread a bit of onions all around. This looks so good. And last but not least, can now go ahead and add our cheese. And I always tell people that, according to me, I feel that the more the cheese, the better. So just go for it. Don't hold back. Here is our grated both mozzarella and cheddar cheese. Don't hold back. Just go for it. According to me, this is what actually makes a pizza a pizza. Put that all around. And now we're now ready to go ahead and add this to our oven that was already preheated. And just before I forget, wow, I was just about to forget this. Sorry, guys. We also have our spices that you can now go ahead and add on top. Make sure you're a bit careful about this, not to put too much. This is just for that extra zing of taste, you know. So just a bit of black pepper, bit of paprika there on top. Sorry. Then go ahead and add our garlic powder. Just be careful not to put too much, because I know some people may choose to go wild with a bit of cinnamon. Well, if you're a fan of chilies, you can go ahead and cut up some chilies and add, but this works for me. And there you have it. This is now ready for the oven. We're gonna leave that for around 10 to 15 minutes. Just you'll be taking a look at your dough. So after 10 to 15 minutes, this should be ready. All right, so as you can see, it has been 10 minutes later, and I've just taken out our pizza from the oven. Just look how good that looks. Can't wait to go ahead and dig in. Right, so for my pizza lovers out there, I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's go food. Let's go two for two. So on this one, I just decided to also add some pork brawn. As you can see, I just decided to chop that up. on top of our mincemeat and sausages. Here is actually a sample of the first pizza. So once we're sampling this, we're actually gonna have two pizzas to test, guys. Go ahead and just add our cheese, our grated mozzarella and cheddar cheese. Oh, I even have a feeling this is gonna be better than the first. And just look how good our first one looks. You can just see that looks so so good. Just go ahead and add our cheese. And don't forget our spices. All right, so for my pizza lovers out there, there you have it. Here is our second pizza. You can actually see this one actually cooks better than the first. It has our sausages, our brawn over there looks quite good. The cheese is well melted. Oh my, oh my. I'm just waiting to sample this. Let's go dive right in. All right, so I've gone ahead and just chopped a slice off of a second pizza. And there you have it. Here are two samples. Doesn't that look good? Let's go try this out. All right, so as you can see, our lunch is finally ready. Let's dive right in. So what I did, I cut out a sample from both pizzas, and yeah, they're pretty much the same. However, one of them had the pork brawn included and one didn't, but I'm sure they'll both be amazing. Mm, this is so so good. Let me go ahead and have a bite from the other one. I have no words. Honestly speaking, I have no words. This is just beautiful. Well cooked. The dough is good. Everything about it is just simply amazing. And as you've seen, these are actually quite simple ingredients that you can use, or rather, that you can even find in your kitchen. And you can go ahead and have yourself a wonderful meal. You guys go ahead and try it out and tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on Wishes and Dishes. And I'll see you guys on to the next one. Mm, good.